Asti, thank you for clicking on this video, and I hope you enjoy today's behind the songs stories. You know the drill. First, I will be reading the titles, and then we're gonna go through them one by one. And I have no idea what happened, but my computer or my laptop, it would just not load. Like before recording this video, before starting to record this video, I waited like 30 minutes so that the files would load so that I could, record this one. So I take it as a sign that this month it'll be a little different, and we'll see if something is different. And I'm also really excited because it's September, and well, it's basically fall, and fall is my favorite season. Even though I just said that today, someone, and he said that it's depressing. If you think fall is depressing, then you're not poetic. But I hope this video will make you a little more romantic and a little more poetic. We are starting strong because September 4th, I released my 4th collection. My first collection was out in January, which was called Drink Fast, and it had 24 tracks. My second collection was out June. It was called Mantelpiece, and it had 14 tracks, I think. The original track list was 18, but I cut it down, so there's that. And then the third one was Wrists, which was out in July. And it had, that had 18 tracks. And this month's collection was called Sweet Talkers. And it's the longest collection that I have released so far, with 28 tracks. And it's a breakup collection. So I guess it falls into the category of depression and the sadness of fall. But I would say the rest of the songs, it'll make up for it. As you know, I won't be doing the behind the song for the collection, but I would like to read the titles so that it'll be intriguing enough for you to check them out if you already haven't. And if you have, tell me which one was your favorite. Sweet Talkers, the collection, I Don't Exist. Sweet Talkers, Absence, the Spiral Letter, But He Did What He Did. If You Can't, The Boy Who Tried. Purifier, Wouldn't Be As Good, Gave Me Reasons. Set Foot, Residue, Breakdown. Hide Me, Okay Without Me. Fight in Vain, Paint Me, Like One of Your French Girls. Losing Strike, Anthem, Let You Stay, Catalyst, Careless, Your New Apartment, Punch in the Gut, and Enclosed. Scared to Miss You, everyone said, I miss you, I missed up all of you, I'm sorry. And Lucie. First song we're going to talk about is Pretty Boys, which was made a couple of months ago actually. And it was about how when you go through a tough time and well, life doesn't wait for you, so you just keep going. And as life moves fast, you come across some people that are, well, beautiful human, physically, and they could treat you nice. Which is, well, it's always a good thing to find nice people. But, it doesn't matter how beautiful, how pretty they look, or how nice they are with you. It just doesn't really make you feel comfortable to open up. Because, you know, when you just meet someone, you can't just, you know, open up and tell your whole life like a documentary to them. Even though I know some people do that, and if you're okay with that, good for you. I'm not. And that's the song for that situation, where you just appreciate those good moments and those good people, but you know that you just can't do it. You're too closed off to make a deeper connection until it. After Pretty Boys, we got Boston Boy, which was released on September 7th, because that's the day that also was born, you know, it was founded. And I was actually thinking about that. I do pay attention to specific dates when I want to release a song. So like birthdays, important days, holidays, and I pay attention to those things, which I think have gone unnoticed by many. So I was thinking that from now on, if something like that happens again, you know, like the track Boston Boy, I will let you know what it is, and maybe it'll be interesting for you, or maybe you will just appreciate how much focus I have for choosing good dates for my songs and to trying good things, but you feel like you found them in the wrong time, you know, like the right person, wrong time, or something like that. Well, I Can Change for Him is a story about that. That you meet someone so great while you're going through a heartbreak, for example, that you tell yourself that you can change for that person and come out of that shell, even if it's for a short time. But well, of course, everyone wants good things to last, so maybe that'll be the case for you. Some ritual is a back and forth between moving on from someone and yet being close to them. So like their name starts to sound foreign, and yet you feel comfortable with them. Or like you don't talk for a while, and then when you do, it's like they never left, and that kind of makes you want to go back to that phase of fantasizing about them. And thinking, you know, maybe you're going through all this because it'll make your bond stronger. You know, maybe you're falling apart because that's the only way that you can come back together as a better version of yourselves. And it's kind of getting repetitive that, you know, it became like a ritual. Track One Name has the funniest story, because maybe it happened to you too. Maybe it's your story that I wrote about, and you don't know it. But I heard this story that someone was with someone else, and then things ended between them, and then the next people that you meet have the same name as the other person that things didn't work out with. And you feel like did they curse me? What's going on? Why is everyone new that I meet? Why do they have the same name as the person in the past did? And well, the good part is that they are a different person, but when we see something, when we live something that we experienced before, it's kind of hard to treat it differently. It doesn't matter if that person is new. You know, everything is new. But one name is a name that you're familiar with. And that could be triggering if you're not healed enough, if you're not ready enough. But again, are you really ready for anything? Chip is a chip on one's shoulder. So it's just pure resentment. And whatever scenario comes to your mind when you think of the word resentment, that can be found in this. The way he talks shows that he lived like the old me better. So why did he move now? Because it's obvious that he likes the things that I used to like, but I don't like anymore. And he compliments things that I used to do, even though we didn't know each other back then. That's the story. Sing it in October or November. I feel like if I keep not releasing it, I would not release it for another year. And it's a little love story, but only from your fantasies. So you're just creating the scenario of living with the person that you like and getting along with their sibling and everything being nice. And you don't pay attention to all little details like, okay, where do we live? What color is the wall? I don't know, something like that. You ignore all of those, and I don't know if guys do this or not, but I know most girls, we go to bed, like we go to sleep thinking of such scenarios, like making up scenarios, and that makes us go to sleep. And this is exactly that. This is just fantasizing around your crush. Everything being nice, having a little cozy movie night, which is also nice because, you know, it's cozy season. And yeah, if you experience that, which I'm sure most of you have, you will like this one. And if you haven't, I advise you to listen to the song and to not get you into it. The only thing that I can say about the song Clash, Girl Drama, the entire song fits into those two words. When you really like someone, and you kind of have to cut them off, it's hard not to go back to them. Even though, you know, you shouldn't, but, you know, the heart doesn't always listen to the brain. And the song Waltz Back captures those moments. If there's beauty in chaos, it's talked about in the song Life Jacket. And the last song is The Shape of Your Smoke. It's written about an old situation. Sometimes, like, things that happened in the past come back to me, and I write about them to forget them or to move on from them. And The Shape of Your Smoke is one of them. And it's a sad teenage unrequited love situation. And the reason that I released it in September is because, well, it's the month that, you know, we go back to school. And that I was in a situation like that. So that's why I chose to release that song in September. And I like to think of it as one of the leaves that falls. So it's like set aside. My laptop needs to charge, and so do I. And I do have other songs that are ready to be released, but I think this was the perfect tracklist for September. So it's just the start of fall aesthetic. And I always release my best songs spring, October, November, and September, and a little bit of January. I don't know why it just happens, but I'm really happy that you watched this video, or if you like any of my songs, I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a good day or a good night, and I hope to see you around soon. Later.